Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the opening night of the 2019-2020 season. Paul Bow alongside Jim Webb. It's the Webb Weekly Tip-Off Tournament, Jim. We're back at it again from last year here.
Hey, great to see you, Paul. Hey, tipping my cap to you and Rich Salonis. A great football season. I love watching the broadcast. The two games a week was a lot of fun, but guess what? The footballs are put away, and it's time to roll out the basketballs.
And it's a lot warmer in here. Yeah, thanks. Thanks again. It goes out to Coach for helping me out there this year. We made a great team. Can't wait to do it next year. It's basketball season. Let's talk a little bit about North Penn Mansfield. The Tigers, they come in last year 18-7. They lost here in the championship last year of the tip-off tournament, 101-63. They've been one of the most successful teams in the area in the 2000s. They've had 10 straight winning seasons, Jim. They're headed for 11.
Absolutely. Out of the northern tier, the tough thing they'll have tonight is matching up athletically with Loyalsock, but they're a solid program, a solid basketball team.
Well, another team for the Tigers is they lost their top 8 players in their starting rotation. Now, back in 2016, they faced a similar situation, and they still won 15 games. But anytime you lose your top 8, that's a rebuilding time.
Well, if you're CI, he lost his top players, too. It's always good to open with a team that lost their top 8 players.
Well, Logan Tokas, he is the leader on this team. He is the captain. Played last year, averaged 3.2 points a game. He's going to have to be a big player this year for the Tigers.
Absolutely, and they'll feel their way. Their coach does a great job, and I'm sure tonight will be for them finding guys who can play with the lights on.
Well, talk about a guy that can play, a talented guard with some varsity experience last year, Alex Stein. Also, Dominic Gavrick, Jacob Evans, and Curtis Craig. They anchor the Tigers, and there'll be guys that they're leaning to this year.
Outstanding. You know, they got guys they've already been in the spotlight a little bit, and now it's just a matter of can they fill those roles from last year, because they were a solid ball team last year.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the Lancers here. You talk about solid 27-2 last year, Jim. We had the pleasure of following this team so far that they were the district champs, the league champs. They won the tip-off tournament. They did everything except for that Danville game that night when you and I were there.
That was a tough one, but a lot of fun last year, and that's the fun thing about high school sports. The Gerald Rosses, the Anthony Pastores, they've graduated, and now the coaching staff has to find these young guys, and hopefully they have them developed, and tonight we see the youth, and we see what they got.
Well, they lost 4 of their 5 starters, but the lone returner is sharpshooter Aiden Gare. Led the area, 77 three-pointers while averaging 14.9 points a game.
Aiden's a man. I mean, you watched him on the football field. He fills the holes. He reads the pass. He does everything a good linebacker should. And then on the basketball court, he plays a lot like Hunter used to inside. He can bang around.
Oh, absolutely.
But he can flat out shoot it from behind the arc.
Absolutely. 6th man last year, Reese Walkins. He will be a big key to the team this year. We talked a little bit about him during football season. Didn't play football since 7th grade, and he was on fire with 11 touchdowns, well over 1,000 yards. That's going to translate well onto the basketball court.
And we already brought Danville up once in a bad way. Let's bring him up in a good way. The reception he made at the end of the game that you and Coach Z did down there and basically won the game in overtime.
Yeah, 6 seconds to go, yeah.
Or 6 seconds before overtime or overtime?
6 seconds to go before the game.
Overtime. That was fantastic, and hopefully that carries over right into the basketball season.
Well, speaking of football, they have Chase Kavanaugh. They also have Idris Ali, Siraj Ali, who is a little banged up tonight. Idris is banged up. Yep. Turned his ankle. Dane Armstrong, a key returner to this team that I've had highlighted is Shawn Jensen. He was playing well last year, suffered an injury, an elbow injury, caused him to miss the season, but he is back. I say it all the time, Jim. CI does not rebuild; he just reloads.
He does. That's one thing all the way back since he's been here in the early '70s. He's always seemed to have guys in the wings to come in, and the program very seldom misses a beat. There might be a transition here, but usually they roll right into the next group, and then after they graduate, there's a group waiting.
Well, I'll tell you what,
That's how you win 1,000 games.
Absolutely, not by accident. One thing, Jim, last year you and I witnessed this firsthand. There was a lot of blowouts. So a lot of these underclassmen got valuable minutes last year, and now this year they're looking to be leaders here on the team.
And just so you know, assistant coach Jeff Everett got me some material for you to fill in, just in the case. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if we get in that position, I got material for you.
That's always always good. I'm always looking for material. Hey, this team might not steamroll the competition like they did last year, but I'll tell you what, they're going to gel more and more as the year goes on, and come playoff time, they're going to be a tough out.
They're going to be a tough out, and nobody wants to draw Loyalsock in the playoffs.
Well, Jim, winter is coming, and I'm not talking about the Game of Thrones. I'm talking about high school basketball. What I suggest you to do, go to the refrigerator, grab something cold to drink. The game is coming on next. It's the Lancers and the Tigers here from Loyalsock. Paul Ball, Jim Webb will take you every step of the way. We'll be right back with CI.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
And I'm back here at CI's court. It's always good when you have a court named in your honor, isn't it?
Well, I've been blessed, Jimmy, and having the court just kind of icing on the cake.
If you don't know, Coach Ron Insinger, longtime Loyalsock Lancer head basketball coach, winningest coach in the state of Pennsylvania. What's the win count up to? Do you know?
No, I don't. I know it's over 1,000.
We know it's over 1,000. I lose track of those things. But hey, that's in the past. We're opening a new season tonight, the 2020 edition, but basically the Loyalsock Lancers. Give us a little overview of what you have this year.
Okay, yeah, and you're right, Jimmy. It's a new era for Loyalsock basketball. You know, that dynasty we had is long gone, and now we're moving on.
A lot of points and rebounds went out the door at graduation.
Exactly, 4 quality boys.
So tell me what you got, my friend.
Okay, we've got a lot of youth, but we've got a couple seasoned players that came back. Aiden Gare was one of our leading scorers last year, and he'll be a go-to guy for us.
Outstanding linebacker and a sniper on the basketball court.
Exactly. So. We have Reese Walkins, who hurt himself early in the season last year and only played in postseason, but he shows a lot of promise. He's just an excellent athlete.
And he really came on strong down the playoff run for you when he got healthy. And more importantly, his confidence level should be at an all-time high after the football season he put up out there.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, he was one of the best receivers in the area.
Absolutely. And if you don't know the story, Reese didn't play football until his senior year. Went out there, and I believe he had over 1,000 yards.
That's right, he did.
Receiving, and I believe 11 touchdowns, which is hard to do.
Certainly for a rookie.
Absolutely. What else we got in the basketball court?
Okay, and we have another boy who broke his wrist last year. He played. He was about our 7th man, Shawn Jensen, and
he was
he's
playing
a junior.
Well early.
Yes,
the Webb Weekly Tip-Off Classic, State
That's
College.
Right,
he was
Jim.
off to a good start last year.
Yes, he was, and lo and behold, he's broke a bad break in his wrist and had to sit out the entire year. And then the last 2 starters are the Alley boys, Siraj and Idris. One's a junior. Idris is a junior. Siraj is a sophomore. Unfortunately, Idris rolled his ankle last night.
Oh, jeez.
In the last 10 minutes of practice, so we're not going to dress him tonight. But he'll definitely be our point guard to going down the stretch.
And Siraj is a banger inside. I love his toughness. I love how he came on last year.
Yeah.
And he can play inside. He's got a little touch from the outside. I think he's going to be a good one, CI.
I think he will be. I think he's going to be a pleasant surprise in the PHAC.
Absolutely.
And that's our starting 5. But we've got great depth. I could rattle off a lot of names, but we've got like 12, 13 guys that can flat out play, and there isn't a whole lot of difference between number 1 and 13.
Well, I can't wait to see it tonight, and we'll let you get in the locker room and talk with the team. It's great to be back and tip it off. 2019-2020
Thanks again,
season.
Jim, for sponsoring this tournament.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for having us. There's no place
welcome.
I'd rather be tonight. Any place you'd rather be?
No, sir.
Absolutely. Take a commercial break. We'll come right back.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the opening night 2019-2020 high school basketball season. Paul Ball alongside Jim Webb. Jim, great to be back here high above Ron Insinger Gymnasium here in Loyalsock for the tip-off tournament. Second game tonight. Winner will play Whitehall tomorrow night in the championship.
Whitehall usually has a quality program, and whoever wins this game, I'm sure it'll be a good championship game. Both teams had a lot of change. Eight players graduated for North Penn Mansfield, and Loyalsock lost some key starters, so I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get this party started here.
Rivers Parrish being introduced now as he comes out, the starting point guard.
He's going to take Idris's place, who rolled an ankle. Idris Ali. Aiden Gare, the shooter linebacker.
Reese Walkins, sixth man of the year last year, now gets his chance in the starting lineup.
Reese had a great football season. I'm sure he's going to have a great basketball season. Young Mr. Jensen back from injury. I think the Lancers got a very formidable lineup. They just need some playing time together.
And we talked a little bit about Shawn Jensen in the open. Last year was off to a great start and suffered an injury, ended his season. That left the door open for Reese Walkins, who stepped up in that six-man role. And this year's team, I talked a little bit about youth. I feel that they have a lot of depth on this team. Last year, it was the starting five, and then you could pick out of the hat who was going to be sixth man of the night. For this team this year, they're going to be a lot more youth, a lot of kids coming up from JVs. We touched on again in the open. There was a lot of games last year that were out of reach by halftime. So these young underclassmen got to play.
He's definitely has a deep roster this year. You go down to Chase Kavanaugh and Dane Armson and different players. I'm telling you right now, I mean, they're going to play a lot of guys, and they're going to get up and down the court like Lancers usually do.
Lancer Lightning.
Lancer Lightning.
Well, starting here for North Penn Mansfield is Tokaz. See Gavrick out there. Stein is out there. We touched on him a little bit.
And here we go.
And we are ready. The ball is Lancers wearing their home whites. North Penn wearing the road navy blues, look a lot like the Missouri Tigers. And the tip is controlled by Loyalsock. Gare drives baseline up and in. Aiden Gare, that was easy, Jim.
Just the way you want to start out. The ball ends up in your senior's hands, makes a strong baseline move, and away you go. 2-0 Lancers.
Reese Walkins got a leg out there. Kick save and a butte there.
And here with the traditional Loyalsock half-court press. Full-court press, I should say. Looking for a trap.
Stein to Tokaz. Pressure going up, kicks it back over to Stein. Stein, top of the circle, drives down the lane, up, no good. Rebounded by Ali. Here come the Lancers in transition. Ali backs it out, back to Gare, looks to reset.
Siraj Ali is going to have a great season. Remember, I told you that. He's going to lead the area in rebounding.
And he's gotten a little more height on him than last year.
Yes, it looks like he stretched out a little bit. Looks a little
6'3",
nice
sophomore, backdoor pass. Reese Walkins at the doorstep, lays it in. Lancers lead 4-0.
Right,
and here comes that press.
Good hustle. That's Rivers Parrish, new to the Loyalsock roster this year. Good athlete.
Came over from Newman. Good cross-country runner, too.
We got Reese on the ball. We got River on the right wing. Jensen's got to close that up a little more. You just can't let him blow by.
Stein across the timeline, down low, no good. Rebounded by Jensen, kicks it out to Walkins. 2-on-1 break, Walkins up and in, a lot of contact, no whistle, and now we have a timeout. Reese came down hard on his hip there.
So we're a minute and 8 seconds in. Should I start or not?
Well, Jim, he got a bad hip, you got a bad hip. I don't think you're going in there. I got a torn ACL. I don't know who's going in next.
There's got to be a call on that play.
Absolutely.
Make the call. Offensive foul.
And you could Reese holding the back of his head.
Right. I mean, I think he came in under him. I think he was already on his way to the basket. I think you should have been in one, but you got to make a call.
6-0 Lancers lead. Gavrick with the ball. Here comes the double team. Kicks it over to Evans. Evans kicks it back to Tokaz. Looking for backdoor, stolen away by Walkins again. Walkins gives it up to Parrish. Parrish over too hard, a little too much mustard on that one, and a turnover.
Substitution for the Lancers,
number
3, Rowan Soccer.
There's our boy from last year. We love the way he played last year.
He wore number 20 last year. Now he's number 3.
This kid will bring it. This kid will give him some instant energy coming off the bench.
He put on a couple pounds, too, of muscle. You can see these guys spending some time in the weight room, and the Tigers having a hard time breaking the press in the opening quarter here. Tokaz again kicks it. 3 ball on the way. Good. You can count that one.
Number 23, Jacob Evans.
Jacob Evans from downtown.
Too much dribbling right now. They need to move the basketball.
Jensen with the ball, top of the key. Kicks it over to Rivers. Rivers.
Good pick by Siraj. He should have came off firing.
Over to Aiden, trying to shake free. Kicks it back, wide open Rivers. Thought about the three. Nope, head fake, dishes
nice
down
pass.
low. Ali at the doorstep, up and in. Let's take a look at that one on replay here, Jim.
Good steal by Aiden Gare, taps it away into the backcourt. Sager, good pickup into Aiden. Aiden up strong with the left. Good job.
Aiden used his body there to shield him off.
Lancers off to a 10-3 start.
Pressure continues. Tigers having a hard time handling that pressure. Gavrick being pressured by Sagar.
10-second call. Great job by the Lancers. Turning them over right now athletically. I don't know if North Penn's Mansfield's on the same level as Loyalsock.
No, Loyalsock's coming out here like a house on fire, trying to set the tone here for this new season. Sager with the ball across the timeline. Left-handed dribble between his legs. Over to Jensen. Back to Ali. Down low on the block. Aiden Gare, and he is fouled. He'll go to the foul line to shoot two, Jim. You know that Aiden was lights out last year from the foul line.
And that's what Aiden can do. I mean, he can stroke it from outside. He's got a wide body. He can go inside. He's another one that will have God willing, he stays healthy. He's going to have a fantastic senior year.
First one up and good, 11-3. Lancers lead, 4:59 to go in the first quarter here from Loyalsock. Webb Weekly Tip-Off Tournament opening up your 2019-2020 season. Second one up and good by Gare. Hit them both, and it's a 9-point bulge for the Lancers.
Again, right back into the traditional press.
Tokaz over to Stein.
And that's how you want to beat it. You want to get the ball in the middle and move it up the court.
Here comes the double team. Back over to Tokaz at the top of the key. Back to Stein. Trying to set a pick, trying to free him up, trying to get Gavrick the ball on the right side.
Good trap.
Curtis Craig now in
back court.
Yep.
Double dribble. Good job by Aiden Gary. Jumped up. You had Rohan up there and had the trap, and the young fella didn't know what to do with it from Mansfield.
I'm getting text messages already, Jim. All our friends are listening here. A lot of guys up in Hazel. My buddy Joe's listening. Joe Kirch and the Seabass up there.
Shout out to the Seabass.
Shout out to the Seabass, the King Cobra. He's probably in the sack for tonight. But Joe's listening. He listens all the time. We got Carl over in Montgomery that listens. We got Pete Mariano, my buddy, the hockey player, the goalie from Maine. We got them all, Jim. They're back again for another year.
Excellent.
They all want to hear Jim Webb. They don't want to hear Paul Bowe. They hear enough of that.
I don't believe that. Nice up and under move there by Logan. He's their only player right now that's doing much.
Tokaz, yep.
Good pass.
Nice pass back. Reverses, no good. Rebound. Here come the Tigers. They got a 2-on-1. No, backs it back out. Tokaz between his legs. Shot no good. Rebound nice. Nobody boxed out there. And Ali hauls the boards.
There's Siraj.
Push it up to Jensen, and now we got a call here on that.
That brings us to our public service message. The PIAA has a shortage. No, this is serious. Of basketball officials, baseball umpires, and football referees. So anybody looking to help out, anybody who wants to get involved in I should say youth, high school sports, there's definitely a shortage for officials in every sport.
Yeah, I did it years ago for a while, but Jim, I'd rather be up here with you, but there is, it's all over. There's a shortage all over. Gare, money. So smooth. Aiden Gare. Okay, well, the Tigers having a lot of pressure.
Good hand there by
Walkins. Up, lays it in, the finger roll.
And Sagar created that, got a hand up in the passing lane, tipped it away, and Reese is the benefactor. Aiden Gare gets a steal. Up ahead, goes strong. Little finger roll.
I think they need a TO here, as Dick Vitale would say, and
the
Coach Burley is not happy for North Penn Mansfield.
He wanted a timeout before that last turnover, and he didn't get seen, and he voiced his little bit of displeasure.
Well, we got a timeout on the floor. 18-5 Lancers lead. 3:18 to go in the first. We'll be right back.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden.
All right, we are back here. Paul Bowe, Jim Webb. Jim, 18-5, 13-point lead for the Lancers. This looks familiar.
What you would expect out of Loyalsock. They're in the press, creating havoc. Aiden Gare's shooting the ball well. They're sharing the ball well. They're off to a good start for the season.
Three-pointer on the way. Missed everything. Tokaz hustling to the ball. Kicks it over to Stein.
And there's Siraj digging it out.
Jump ball, possession to the Tigers.
And so Siraj played a little bit last year as a freshman. He's a sophomore. Got to remember that this kid's not done growing yet. He's 6'3". He's the only sophomore on the varsity team.
He's a good ball player, good athlete.
You know, over the summer,
good pass inside.
Over the summer, he was in Georgia training and working out, and it's definitely shown here in the first game. Here's a steal. Nice pick in the pocket by Stein, up and in. 18-9, lead down to 9. Jensen handling the ball.
He doesn't look very comfortable with the ball in his hands.
Over to
the
Walkins.
guards need to go get it.
Jensen, 3-ball on the way, rolls it off his fingers, no good. Batted around, good position by Ali, up and.
We're going to call him for traveling.
Yep.
Good call. He did shuffle his feet. Good work in there by Siraj.
Rivers Parrish checking back into the game.
And again, that's a ball handling move for CI, getting him back in there. He didn't like the way that looked, bringing it up.
Stein across the timeline, and there's a tic-tac foul again.
There's one where Rivers, the senior guard, there was an opportunity there. If he would have got his feet set and gotten that passing lane, he would have drawn a charge there right at half court. But instead he was a little late and bumped. Got the foul called on him. Oh, bad pass there.
Ill-advised pass,
Aiden Gare.
All by himself. Walkins lays it in.
I think Reese was thinking Duncan. It got away from him a little bit, and he can throw it down.
Nice head fake. Double pump underneath by Evans, and he is fouled. 20-9, 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Loyalsock foul number 1, Rivers Parrish. His second.
That's a second on Rivers Parrish. He's probably going to take a seat for a little bit here.
And again, he's got to move his feet a little more, and it's early in the season. This is the time to work on things. Big guys to the spot.
Evans' first one is up, rattles around the rim, and drops. 20-10.
We got the big fella coming into the game. Julian Wilson's in.
And Dane Armson.
And Dane's an athlete.
Fantastic baseball player.
Had a good football season.
Yep, headed to Richmond.
Played for the Richmond Spiders.
Julian got to take that ball stronger. Got it slapped out of his hands. Fortunately, it fell right into the hands of Jensen. Excuse me, Walkins.
Now he's got to start the play. There we go.
Parrish kicks it back out. That's Armson. Over to Walkins.
3-ball on the way.
No good by Dominic Jennings.
Dom Jennings, and he making his appearance. We missed him coming off the
Without
bench.
the headband tonight.
That's why we missed him. He wore that headband all last year.
I'll have to tell him that after the game. He needs that headband back on so we can identify him when he comes in. 1:30 to go in the first quarter. 10-point Lancer lead. Nice jump shot there by Stein.
And Stein contributing some points, and they're crawling back in at only 8. Reese Walkins looks very comfortable compared to last year.
Good position by Julian. Hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Armson, strong, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Jim, I think with Loyalsock this year, we're going to see a lot of runs.
I agree.
Both ways.
And that's typical of Loyalsock. I mean, they're a team that loves to go on runs and then can get a little flat and give up a run. But
I think this first quarter so far, more people came from the bench at Loyalsock than did last year the whole year. I mean, they've shuffled 8 or 9 players in already, which is good.
CI looked up at me and pointed at me, but I'm just not ready to answer the call. Got a little hip issue here going on. Hey, let me tell you something. It's not about depth, it's having good depth. And he has athletic, hustling. Where he might get a little short on the bench, you get down his ball skills. But you know what? If they play defense and hustle, that makes up for that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. They have a really athletic team. There's a lot of 2-sport, 3-sport athletes there on the team. Oh, nice backdoor pass. Up and in. Tokar's up, down, leads down to 6, Jim.
He's a pretty good ball player.
Parrish thought about it, shuffled his feet.
And he's thinking about it too much. First game in the Lancer uniform, needs to relax, needs to just flow. That was there for him. He should have just stepped right into it. The other side of that is the Lancers probably should have held for one possession there with 49 seconds and a 6-point lead. But again, early in the year, all these things will work out.
Tokar's being pressured. There's a double team.
We're going to get it 10
over
seconds.
to Craig.
Just got it over.
Oh, there's a steal by Walkins.
Showing his hands off from football season.
Walkins behind his back, dribbles in traffic, lets that teardrop float in the rain. No good. Hard. Nice hustle by Parrish. Parrish.
Nice.
Oh, good. Just right there. Dane Armstrong at the doorstep. Jim laid it up and in.
Beautiful, beautiful basketball there.
You love to see people moving without the ball, and that's exactly what happened there for the Lancers. We're under 15 seconds to go in the quarter. 22-14 Lancer lead. Stein with the ball. He's been lights out here so far in the first quarter for the Tigers. Clock at 5. 4 drives, dishes, and they're going to call a foul here. Underneath.
Bailed him out there. He was out of control.
It's going to be underneath.
Lancer foul number 23, Reese Walkins, his first.
All right, 2 seconds. What are we preventing here, Jim?
Well, I'm sure what North Penn's Field is going to try to do is get somebody to a corner for a jump shot here to end the quarter.
Nobody's open here.
Oh.
Off his foot, and he's going to lose it with 1.5 seconds to go.
So now what I do if I'm Loyalsock, I put that big 44, I put Julian under the basket down there, and I throw it as far as I can, and let's see if he can get a little layup.
Oh, Walkins is going to come
Walkins got a good arm, too. He's a catcher on the baseball team.
Let's see if we're going to see the baseball pass. Here we go. All the way down. Right, Jim, you called it. At the buzzer. No good.
That was well designed, though.
Absolutely.
Julian back to Gare for the 3. We'll see that play later in the year. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You're good.
I got to get my legs under me here, too.
At the end of one quarter here in Loyalsock, Lancers lead 22-14. We'll be right back with the second quarter.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyalsock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything.
All right, we're back here, Jim, to start the second quarter. Lancers lead by 8. What did you see in that first quarter?
Lancers got off to a good start, got a little flat, a lot of substitutions. Good first quarter to start the season with for both teams. So,
thanks for spending your night on Webb
Hayden
Weekly
Gare post
Live.
up, good entry pass by Siraj, easy basket. Siraj can do a lot of things.
I think it's safe to say here after one quarter, no one on this
good
team.
Good hustle there. Jensen turned around, little jump shot and in.
No one, Jim, could guard Hayden Gare on the Tigers. We can see that. There's no one that can match up with him. And the lead back up to 12. Ball across the court over to Tom King. King down on the block. Gets the roll.
Shooter's
Curtis
touch.
Craig.
Members touch here.
6'3" junior. Gare's going to handle the ball now across the timeline.
Nice pass into Siraj. Easy
and
basket.
Good position.
And one. Hayden Gare, senior playmaker, shooter, linebacker. There we saw a little point guard skills, little dump in, and Siraj, nice hands.
And Craig is not happy about that call. He has his hands up in the air. He said he didn't touch him.
I didn't see anything. You?
No.
But I do have my glasses on. I lose them a lot. I found them.
As long as you don't lose your keys. I got a guy I work with that loses his keys.
Siraj knocks it down for the 3-point play. And I lose everything, Paul.
3 ball on the way. That's good. Count it, Nolan Frederick, the 5'7" senior.
Right back the other way. Reese Walkins back to Siraj, lays it up strong.
Tell you what.
There was a foul, but that all averages out.
You talk about someone who's improved from last year, Siraj Ali.
Yeah,
he looks really good out there. Last year he had a lot of he was timid.
That can't happen. That was a walk down Broadway. They got to step up and play a little D on that. Back the other way, back to Reese Walkins. Cross court, Aiden Gare's going to line it up.
He's taking that one.
Smash.
Oh, you can count that.
Nothing but the bottom of the nylon. Back in the press. Up to a 13-point lead here.
Oh, there
Aiden
goes
Gare,
Gare.
Good steal, arm in the passing
Oh, nice
around
behind
the back. Going to go cross court. Nope, he's going to launch it. Bang. And we know he can catch in fuego.
He's on fire. 37-21, lead back up to 16. Tokaz across the timeline, being triple teamed now.
Oh, nice steal.
Steal by Parrish. Parrish lays it up.
Oh!
Watkins went for the dunk.
Parrish trying to set up a little alley-oop to Watkins, and I don't know if CI's
He's not too happy about that.
Boy, but I sure am. That was fun to watch. But I'm not coaching.
Jensen with the ball. No good. Oh, man, rebound. Up hard off the glass, Ali again.
We're just going to call him Siraj, like Shaquille, because I'm telling you right now, that kid's got ability, and he knows how to work the backboard and the glass, and he's going to be a force inside.
39-21, lead up to 18. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one also. We'll be right back. 30-second timeout with a word from Van Kampen Motors.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Kampen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Don't ever settle. Demand the best. We are Blaze Alexander Nissan with the best selection of new Nissans, the best quality pre-owned vehicles, the best service, and best of all, the Blaze Alexander low price guarantee.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 39-18, Lancers lead. Jim lead back up to 18.
And they come out second quarter, they go on a run, good solid defense, good moving the ball, and then you got Aiden Gare just splashing threes.
The lead was down to 6. It ballooned back up to 18 now. North Penn is having a really hard time getting the ball up court. Here comes that trap again in the corner. And stolen away by Walkins.
Oh.
Gavrick went down hard.
I hope the young man's okay. Boy, you heard that all the way up here.
He went up for a block. I think the bodies just got tangled. That's his third foul.
Well, I'll tell you, Reese Walkins is long, but he is one strong hombre, and he sort of took him along for a ride there.
Yeah, Reese Walkins, 6'1" senior. Plays guard, plays forward here for the Lancers.
Plays catcher.
Plays catcher, plays wide receiver. Three-sport athlete.
Going to the line for Loyalsock to shoot.
You know, we go back to that breakaway and a little showboat around the back looking for, and then off the backboard for the dunk. You never want to see that as a coaching fundamental, but when we're up here and I'm 50 years old, I love to see something a little different, a little athleticism.
Oh, I was ready to give it the home run call.
I know you were. But I completely understand, and CI is right. I mean, that shouldn't happen. I mean,
right. Armson checks back into the game. Revolving door for that bench of the Lancers.
Here comes your man. Nope, he won't get in. Nice rebound.
Kept the ball
Dane
alive.
Armson.
Jensen for three. That's hard. I was going to call the bank on that one.
We're going to get Siraj on a little push off there, and he did. But sometimes guys at work, you get away with that. You do it because you hope it doesn't get called. But definitely a little push off to grab the offensive rebound. Lancers still in the press. A little different look. They're going three across here. So same thing. They're looking for the trap. They're just looking for it a little farther up the court.
Craig breaks the press. Pass over to Stein. Stein right-handed dribble at the top of the key. Looking to pop. No drive. Spinning move in the lane. They're going to call a foul on that. It looked like all ball from here, but
it looked like he just lost the ball, and I don't know if that's 2 or 3.
That's at least 2 on him.
That might get Siraj.
Scoreboard not working tonight for some reason.
No, well, you know, it's early in the year. Everybody's got to get going.
I was happy we were set up here. We could see the points, but that's not going to happen. We have to get our stat man
I'm sure
up
he's
here.
coming in. Julian's coming in for Siraj. Whether if it's 2 or 3, I mean, why waste it? Take a chance here in the first half. Not only that, Julian needs time. Julian's a big fella, and he can help this Lancer team.
Absolutely. He's just going to need some time. Like I said, 6'6", junior, probably about 250.
Can't teach that.
No. Over to Garrett.
Nice pass.
Position by Julian.
Very well done.
At the doorstep,
Aiden
lays
Garrett,
it in.
great entry pass right in on the doorstep. Julian soft touch going the other way. And look who's back down there. Julian, great effort, back down the other way.
Misses
Here we
pass
go.
up to
Aiden Garrett, strong and good job.
They are killing this team in transition.
I missed who had the assist on that last play. You didn't happen to see. I was blocked by the railing.
Yeah, I did not see either.
Okay.
I was looking down the other way. Brody Burley into the game, a 6'3" freshman.
Nice save. Dane Armson.
Pass
Rowan.
up
Up to Aiden Garrett. Running one-hand pass.
And
no.
around the rim. Watkins gets his own rebound.
Watson digs it out into Dane Armson, up strong and in.
And how many points in the paint is this, Jim?
And that's what we talk about, the depth. You brought it up early. Deep bench athletes, not great offensive players, but when you're playing 3 feet from the basket, as long as you can get it up in that cylinder, you're in good shape.
And they have great position. Oh, nice move. Underneath goes Craig. No good, and it'll stay here. What the Tigers, 46-22, 3:57 to go before the intermission. And we got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Don't ever settle. Demand the best. We are Blaze Alexander Nissan with the best selection of new Nissans, the best quality pre-owned vehicles, the best service, and best of all, the Blaze Alexander low price guarantee. We are Blaze Alexander Nissan, and we dare you to find a better dealer. Don't ever settle. Demand the best. We are Blaze Alexander Nissan, because at Blaze Alexander Nissan, we're taking deals the other guys won't.
All right, Jim, we're back. 3:57 to go before the half. 24-point lead here for the Lancers.
Yeah, they've more than doubled them up now and gone on a nice run here in the second quarter. Contributions from everybody. CI seems to be putting the ball game right now.
Absolutely.
Nice pass.
Golkar's trying to come free in the lane.
Got to handle
Rebounded
that.
by Walkins up to Gare. Tried to get up to Armson. Good defense by the Tigers.
That might be the first wrong thing Aiden Gare did here in the first half.
Stein to Tokars. Back to Stein. Stein dribbling through the lane and count it. I think the foul's going to be on number 5, Dane Armson.
And he did. He got him in the back a little bit there. That's one of those, a lot of times that's a no call. He got by him, and he pushed off a little to get the entry into the basket, but then Dane did give him a little shove on the way by. So
I'll tell you what, one bright spot for the Tigers. I like Alex Stein.
I do
5'8"
too.
junior guard, penetrates, dishes the ball well, and he can shoot.
Nice pass into Julian. Oh, he's got to turn and go up strong with that.
Up to Gare. Outside the three-point line. Switches hands. Now being double-teamed. Back into Julian. And that ball went off his hands, and Walkins was Johnny on the spot. Right place, right time.
Now, is that like hockey? Did they each get an assist on that, or is that just one?
We'll give them both an assist.
All right, there we go.
Tokars with the ball. Over to Burley. Turns
Reese,
it over. Reese Walkins to Gare. Gare finger rolling in.
Reese is having a huge first half, and he defensive end, steals, rebounds, and, of course, scoring, assist.
Over to Stein. Stein driving baseline. Oh, out of control there, and they're going to call a foul. He did hit him there, but Stein was a little bit out of control. 50-25, lead up to 25.
Dane Armson, his second, team's 8th, going to the line for the Tigers, number 11, Alex Stein.
34, Ryan Glunk will be coming in.
Oh, Harry, I didn't see him down there. He was behind the scorer's table.
Eli Gare's coming in, Aiden's brother, and who am I missing here? Paul. Oh, Dom Jennings. We got to get Dom that headband
We got to get
back.
him that headband back. Ryan Glunk. I know we talked about him in football. His dad, all-time scorer here at Loyalsock, correct?
His dad can flat out shoot it. He still can shoot it.
Assistant coach here?
Yep, he's assistant coach. I've known Randy my whole life. He was a young man. He was quite a bit younger than me and ran around with us, and we always made sure he got some playing time.
You're only, 25, Jim? He must have been like 8.
Yeah. Nice steal there.
Nice shake by Jennings. Up to Armson.
Oh!
Take hit that one home the mama. A big dunk by Dane Armson.
Little left-handed.
Let's check that on a replay. We got to get a look at that one. Jennings with the steal right here. Here comes Jennings with the great outlet pass. All alone, Armson in and slams it home. Bent the rim a little bit. 52-27. It's been all Lancers.
That got you going, didn't it, Paul?
That got the blood pumping here. Over to Evans.
We got to get a sponsor for slam dunks. You know that.
Absolutely. Stein over to Tokars. Into the corner. Burley for three.
Did a nice job lining it up. Got his feet set. Followed through. Well, that's the way you shoot a basketball.
Excuse me, that was Evans, 23.
Evans.
Number was a little bunched up there.
Little sloppy here. Little turnover. We got some more Lancers. Cole Kavanaugh, quarterback.
Yep, Chase Kavanaugh coming
Chase,
in again.
I'm talking to his brother, Chase Kavanaugh, quarterback Chase. Had a great football season.
Oh, awesome football season. Did it with his legs, did it with his arm.
Who else do we have in there? Number 10.
We got Jennings.
Keanu Singh. Again, a little slow with the feet. Got by him, a little push in the back. Ref's got to call that.
Key Singh is into the game, you said, number
10? I
did
say it. Yep, number 10.
Well, Jim, little thing about tomorrow, he's taking his SATs for the first time.
Is that right?
And he said he wants us to pray for him.
I completely understand that. I hated taking SATs or any long test. It was torturous on me. As you know, Paul, I have a hard time sitting still.
My son Jonathan asked me, he said, Dad, what did you get on your SATs? I said a 1080. I was all proud. He got a 1320, the kid. He must get it from his mother.
He must.
He must. He's headed to Pitt next year.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Yep. I said he could hook up with Anthony Pastor out there, right?
That's absolutely right. Number 4, nice drive.
Oh, nice drive
Left
by
hand.
Tokars. Tokars is tough.
He's a good ball player.
Senior, yeah.
Good pass, sideline, inside, Cole Kavanaugh.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Chase Kavanaugh. Chase Kavanaugh is just one of those kids that's in the right place at the right time, and you want him on your team. He's a winner.
Oh, Tokar's getting good position, using the body. Now poke free, ball on the ground.
You made the comment to me about how small he looks without his football gear on. Yeah. And I don't know how many carries he had, but I think he ended up rushing for 1,000 yards.
He did, yeah, he did. He had, I believe, he had well over, I think, 1,000 yards rushing.
Just a hard-nosed, tough kid.
And quick.
Good job getting the hand in the passing lane.
Down goes Mr. Jennings. Oh, nice move.
Little shove in the back.
That was Eli Gare who poked it ahead to Jennings.
And Ryan Glunk did a nice job down here getting his hand in the passing lane, creating that whole mess to begin with.
Jim, my buddy Joe just said his wife is even listening.
Well, fantastic.
How about that? Justine does not like sports, so she must really like listening to Jim Webb.
Well, I don't know about that.
Because she's listening to the game.
Nice shot. Good job moving the ball. Dominic Jennings drops one in.
56-32. 1 minute to go in the half. Stein being pressured. Over to Frederick. Frederick back to Stein. Stein thought about it. Turns at the foul line. Poked away. Here comes Eli Gare. Up and in is Eli Gare, 6'1" junior guard, getting some varsity time here.
Great job. Did a great job there.
Played really well on the freshman team or the JV team last year. I know, Jim, when we came into the gyms, he was lighting up 28-30 a game. Now he's playing a little bit of varsity here.
Those Gare kids can score, and there he is again. Oh, a little short on the layup.
Under 30 seconds to go. 58-34. Here comes Stein. Stein top of the circle between his legs. Kicked it over to Evans. Down low. Oh, there's a nice steal.
Young Mr. Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh.
Ahead.
To Eli Gare, and we're going to get a blocking foul. 6.6 seconds to go.
Chase Kavanaugh did a good job there. Got the ball ahead and put him in a scoring position. And Eli Garrett making his presence known here in the last few minutes.
And he's quick. He's also quick. Good defensive back for the Lancers. Very fast on the basketball court. I'm impressed with his speed. 6'1". He'll go to the line. He'll be shooting 2. Probably will be the last possession of the half for the Lancers, barring a missed free throw or a turnover. First one a little bit short, no good.
I got a special guest for you at halftime, Paul.
All right.
Loyalsock's #1 fan, long time, just all-around good young man. Now, we're not young anymore. He's going to celebrate his 60th birthday.
That has to be Petey.
Petey Mcdonald.
All
Going to
right.
have him on the half.
Sounds great. Pass up to Stein, 3 seconds, 2, pops a 3 at the buzzer. No good. Lancers rebound 59-34. We played one half here in Loyalsock. We're at the half. We'll be right back.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Lyle's no driver, that's for sure. But he will tell you that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed. Blaze Alexander here, and I'm getting ready for hunting season with my dog Lyle. Lyle and I don't want you getting stuck in the woods with your old truck, so why not come into one of our dealerships and check out all these different brands of trucks that we have for you. The all-new Ford Ranger, Ram, Nissan Titan, Gladiator, F-150, Chevy Heavy Duty, Colorado, GMC, Toyota Tacoma, Toyota Tundra. See them all today at blazetrucks.com. That's right, we'll always offer the lowest price, guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us.
And we're back here at Loyalsock, and I got a special guest with me.
Name is Petey Mcdonald.
And Petey Mcdonald, longtime Loyalsock Lancer fan, celebrating your 60th birthday.
On Monday, December 9th.
Tell me, Petey, what's it been like to be with CI, to be with Coach Van Fleet, to be part of Loyalsock's family, the #1 fan, assistant basketball coach, and do all? What's it been like? It's hard to believe that all these years went by.
It's fun with Justin. Yes, going to Big Blue Truck with Justin's dad, bring me home from football games. Win being free.
And Dwayne's a great guy. Kept Hunter in line, didn't he?
Yes, keep Hunter in line, yes.
So, hey, CI brought you on board many moons ago, and you were here when I played.
Yes, he did.
It's hard to believe that much time's gone by.
Many times go by.
Did you have a favorite team over the years?
Randy Glunk's team.
Randy Glunk's team?
2,000 points score.
And Randy's on the bench now as an assistant coach
with
his
son.
His son playing.
Yeah.
Son, what's his son's first name? I lost it. Ryan, right?
Ryan Glunk.
Good ball player?
Yeah, good ball player, yes. He's learning.
Excellent. And season's off to a great start tonight.
Good start tonight.
What'd you see in the first half?
Good game.
Good game?
Yeah. Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent game.
So, you're going to celebrate your 60th birthday here on Sunday.
At Loyalsock Fire Hall.
Big party.
Big party?
What should I bring you?
Enough hugs.
Hugs?
Yeah.
Well, Petey, it's been my pleasure to be one of your best friends over the years.
Yes. Thank you.
And I want to wish you a happiest 60th birthday.
Yeah.
And I hope you're around the Lancer teams for a long time.
Yes, they will.
We'll take a commercial break.
Take a commercial break.
I'm going to be back with Justin Van Fleet, Loyalsock head football coach.
Be back with Justin Van Fleet.
Happy birthday, Petey.
Happy birthday, Justin.
Petey, you helped me out.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com.
Lift your knees, you gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
And I'm back here with two special people. Head football coach Justin Van Fleet, great to see you.
Thanks for having me on, and certainly very excited for this guy on today, opening night for Lancer basketball, and we've got a big party on Sunday.
And Loyalsock, like all the area schools, we're truly a family here, and you've been around, and you've seen Petey as a player, as I have. You've seen Petey as a coach. Sum up Petey and what he means to the township for me.
Well, Petey really embodies everything that's good about what we have here. He's committed. He's 100% in it for the kids. He's positive all the time, and he always supports the teams. Good, bad, indifferent. We know we have Petey, and that's a beautiful thing, and I really thank you for that.
And we got to give a shout out to Peachy. She always does so many wonderful things. Mm-hmm. And I wrote an article and talked about the spaghetti dinners and how much fun they were over the years going to her house. But the McDonald family has been fantastic to Loyalsock athletics. Thank you, Petey.
Yes.
Yep, longest tenured coach in Loyalsock other than CI, right, Petey?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
And you have more wins than both of them because you get credits for Justin's too, right?
Yes.
Well, every play he's called has been a touchdown, right, Petey?
Yes.
That's right.
But, Coach, great football season. We didn't know quite what was going to happen going in. I think 9-3, am I right? 9-4.
That one extra one at the end.
The one extra one. 9-4. Either one of us would have took that from when we looked at things in August.
Well, I was very happy with the kids' development. Tremendous improvement throughout the season, and great commitment. So excited for the future and very proud of what's been accomplished thus far.
Well, the Lancers are coming out, Petey. We want to wish you a happy birthday. Coach, we'll leave you take care of your daughter, and we'll get out of here.
All right.
Kick it up to you for a commercial.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com.
Lift your knees, you gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Blaze Alexander here, and I'm getting ready for hunting season with my dog Lyle. Lyle and I don't want you getting stuck in the woods with your old truck, So why not come into one of our dealerships and check out all these different brands of trucks that we have for you. The all-new Ford Ranger, Ram, Nissan Titan, Gladiator, F-150, Chevy Heavy Duty, Colorado, GMC, Toyota Tacoma, Toyota Tundra. See them all today at blazetrucks.com. That's right. We'll always offer the lowest price, guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Don't ever settle. Demand the best. We are Blaze Alexander Nissan with the best selection of new Nissans, the best quality pre-owned vehicles, the best service, and best of all, the Blaze Alexander low price guarantee. We are Blaze Alexander Nissan, and we dare you to find a better dealer. Don't ever settle. Demand the best. We are Blaze Alexander Nissan, because at Blaze Alexander Nissan, we're taking deals the other guys won't.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Started third quarter. Jim and I just ran to 40 in about 10 seconds. But we're back here on Broadcasters Row, 59-34. It's been all Lancers, Jim.
It has been. They really opened it up in the second quarter. I believe they outscored them by 19.
Yeah, and Aiden Guerra is leading the way for the Lancers with 22 points. Make it 25 right there.
Little falling into the concession stand, grab a popcorn three-pointer there.
He has 25. Reese Walkins has 11. Siraj has 9. For the Lancers, Stein leading the Mansfield Tigers with 10.
That was well done, breaking the press and getting a layup there.
And that is 12 for Stein tonight.
Reese Walkins, weak side.
Bad pass there. Stein intercepts. Good call there. Tried to reach in.
Yeah. Even if you don't, they're going to call that. They just don't like you reaching from behind anymore. And from a technique standpoint, stay in front of the ball.
Absolutely. Long cross-court pass over to Tokars. Tokars dishes down low, no good.
Nice rebound by Jensen up court.
Is Craig over to
Jensen Fillin had a three-pointer and again shuffled his feet. He's another one. He's just got to let it flow. He should have caught and shot that ball.
Yeah, he's looked a little bit hesitant getting back. Like I said, injury last year, missed the year, played a little bit. It's going to take him a while to get back.
It will, but early in the season, and again, a few games in, he'll be catching and shooting that, and he'll be splashing.
Ball over to Craig, back to the top. Over to Stein. Stein leads his team with 12 points. Now drives down the leg, throws up a floater, no good, but he is fouled on the play by Jensen.
Tough matchup for him there on the guard.
Tigers will inbound under their own basket. Tokar's trying to shake free. Now back to Stein. 3-ball on the way, no good, it's short. Rebounded by Craig. Over to Gavrik in the paint. Nice underneath. Go up and in, Jim. Nice move.
Yep, good up and under move there. Put it off the backboard and in.
Dominic Gavrik, 6'1", senior guard. Over to
nice
Ali.
pass.
Oh, nice pass. Rivers, Parrish, rolling.
Rivers made a nice cut to the basket, and Shiraz found him right in stride. Now we got a steal by Reese up strong. He got fouled, no call. Gets his own rebound.
Into the corner now, sets it back up to Jensen. Jensen at the left wing. Little alley-oop pass to Ali underneath, on the block, up and in.
And well done. Had the big guy posted up. He found him. Great job by Jensen there.
Siraj has 11, 66-38. Stein throws a running one-hander up in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Gare. Here come the Lancers. Across the timeline. Rivers over to Ali. Ali kicks it back to Gare in the corner. Fall away. Three-pointer. No good short. Rebounded by Tokars. I think he took a little bit of steps. No call. Tokars spinning move.
Again, too much reaching for the ball.
Kick back out to the corner of Evans between his legs. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Way long. Rebounded by Siraj.
Siraj has to be in double figures in rebounds. Good crossover. Reese Watkins, basket left hand, nothing.
Did everything but finish there.
Everything but finish.
Tokar's long bounce pass.
Nice.
Oh, nice. No look pass underneath. That looked good, Jim.
That was well done.
66-40. Curtis Craig. Lancer's going to slow it down a little bit now. Nope.
Nice.
Once again, no help underneath.
Siraj hanging out and created himself a passing lane, and I believe it was Reese found him, right?
Yep. Tokar's now with the ball over to Evans. Evans, 3-pointer on the way by Gavrick. No good. Kicked around.
Nice
Up ahead
pass.
to Rivers Parrish.
Nice.
Tucked under, no good.
Good job by Jensen. Following up,
nice
gets the
play.
basket. Good pass in, stuck with the play, followed it up, then made a nice shot off the backboard. Parrish with the rebound. He's going to go up and over to Aiden, all the way up and in with the right hand.
That was good. Getting back to Shawn Jensen, Jim. His brother watches all our streams from South Carolina. Give a shout out to his big brother Ryan watching down in South Carolina.
What up, Ryan?
And Seth was all academic last year. Talk about brains with athletics. Like we said, came off that broken wrist last year, but he's back. Great that we have someone listening down in South Carolina also. 72-40, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, 32-point lead. And here comes some mass substitutions.
Yep, we got a line change here for the Lancers.
Sauger back into the game. Wilson back into the game. Armson back into the game. We're going to have a talk with Mr. Jennings after the game, Jim. That headband got to come back.
What do you think if we get him a yellow one to match his shoes?
I got a blue and a red one from my son from cross country. I might have to steal his tomorrow and bring it down here. Jennings will inbound. Over to Gare.
Eli Gare.
Eli Gare over to Wilson. Back to Sagar. Sagar swings it over to Gare. Wilson had some good position inside. They're trying to get to the big man. Double team Sagar with the ball. Moves it back to Jennings. Jennings back to Gare.
Nice cut.
Cut by Armston.
No, well
Off
done.
balance. Up and in.
Very nice entry pass. Nice cut to the basket, and most importantly, the finish.
Yeah, and he was off balance.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Dane Armston at 6'4", though, he's a big kid.
He's the wild card. He's one of those players CI has that, you know, when they're in tough games, can put him in off the bench, and you don't know he can do good things.
Oh, Jennings for three. That's short. Rebounded by the Tigers. Evans with the ball to Stein. Coming up across the timeline, 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Stein pops a three, no good. Rebounded by Sagar, up ahead to Eli Gare, up and in.
Eli on the run out, well done.
76-40. And Loyalsock is just too much here today.
Well, we watched the warm-ups. You could see it in the nice turnaround jump shot there in the baseline.
Curtis Craig, that
was well done. There's a steal.
Stein, once again, right around the ball. Stein takes it to the hoop. No good. Got his own rebound. Scramble for it on the floor. Craig comes up with it. Swatted away by Sagar. Tokaz hard to the rack, and he is fouled by Wilson.
The big fella got him there on the arm.
And he will shoot two with 2:10 to go in the third quarter, Jim. It's like Chase Kavanaugh's coming into the game also. Waiting to check in. I think everyone's on this bench has got into the game tonight.
I didn't count him up, but CI usually likes to go with 12 or 14 in the beginning of the year. How many does he have suited up here tonight?
He got 12.
12.
Mm-hmm.
So I look across the bench, and obviously I wish we had a scorebook or the scoreboard working with the points. I think everybody scored tonight.
14, I'm sorry, yes, 14 dressed tonight.
14 dressed.
But Adris is hurt, so we got 13.
Okay. But looking at the numbers and the kids, I think everybody's put the ball in the basket. Am I right, Paul?
Yeah. I asked about the scoreboard down there. Kim told me they have no one to work it. They were looking to bring Derek G back to work the scoreboard.
Well, Derek G did everything when he was here.
Absolutely.
So he might as well come back and work the scoreboard. Now here's where I'd like to see Julian make him big. That's good. Up. One too many dribbles. Should have took that dribble a little half hook. He has that shot. CI told me he's been working on a little half hook.
Tokars from the corner. Baseline jumper is good. Logan Tokars.
Tough opener for North Penn's Mansfield, but I'm telling you, they're going to be just fine in the northern tier.
And they will play Wellsboro unless of a miracle comeback here tonight.
There we go. Turn.
Tomorrow. Oh, nice.
That's what you want to see, though.
That big body getting positioned down is so important. And like at 6'6", Jim, at the high school level, you're not going to have many kids that size.
No, a lot of kids you can stack on each other and they make 6'6", right? Just kidding, Paul.
That might be Rich and I on each other's shoulders.
Hey, shout out to Rich Solonis. I'm sure he's watching tonight.
Oh, yeah. Coach is going to meet us after the game, he said. I tried to get him to the game here. He's in retirement mode, he said. Relaxing. We'll get him up to a couple games. We'll get him at the half on the mic. Second one is good by Wilson.
We'll have him on at the half and have him explain why teams don't use fullbacks and tight ends anymore.
Tokars drives baseline up and under. Rebounded by Wilson. We're going to get double dribble there. Good call. Tokars with the ball, spinning in the lane. And he is fouled, I think, by Chase Kavanaugh there.
Getting a little sloppy out there now, Paul. They've extended it out to a 31-point lead, if my math is right.
31, yep. We'll talk Chase Kavanaugh with the foul there.
My Loyalsock Township education.
And Chase's brother, Cy, made the JV team this year as a freshman.
Fantastic.
Which is good. Also, first-year traveling basketball, Chase played in the spring. So good to see Chase Kavanaugh transitioning from the football field onto the hardwood here. And second one is good.
Nice. Here comes
Jennings.
Dominic on the dribble.
Spinning move. Double team. Tom King guarding him there. Tokars back to the point is Gare. Gare swings it over. That's Glunk into the game. Gonna pop the three ball from downtown. Ryan Glunk has his first three, and he drained it, Jim.
He did, first varsity points, I believe. I don't remember calling Ryan's name, but typical Glunk family. I mean, Randy could stroke that three, and that looked pretty natural from the top.
Yeah, he's only a freshman.
Tokars.
Tokars again, nice move, used the glass up and in.
What's his first name, Paul?
Logan.
Logan, we'll just call him Logan.
Three ball on the way, Jennings no good. Ball batted around. Glunk fighting for it again. And it's going to stay here with Loyalsock with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter, 80-50, 30-point lead for the Lancers. Over to Singh. Singh to Jennings. Jennings, poetry in motion there. A little short and a rebound by King. King's being double teamed. Over to Tokars. 10 seconds, clock running. Tokars pushes the ball across the timeline. 7 seconds. 6, sets a pick. Swings it over to King. 2 seconds. Three ball on the way. No good off the glass. We played three. 30-point lead as we head to the fourth. We'll be right back with the final frame.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees, you gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
All right, right, Fast Maz, welcome back. Fourth quarter here, Paul Bowe, Jim Webb. Thanks for spending your Friday night on WebWeeklyLive.com. Lancers in the opening game, they are running away with a Jim 30-point lead. 8 minutes to go till CI gets victory number 1,000 and something.
1,000 and yeah, I'll have to get that total, Paul, so we can.
I know last year he got his 1,000th. We were here for that game.
Yep.
When he got his 1,000th win.
Aiden Gare back in the game, and Jensen. Reese is on the ball. We got Siraj.
Yep.
Who am I missing? Oh, Julian's in. Big guy underneath.
Julian, Jensen, Walkins. Yep. Nice take by Seth Nelson checking into the game. A bunch of substitutions for North Penn into the game. Eli Shaw into the game. Brody Burley. Gare, 3-ball, no good. Batted around. Rebounded by Shaw.
Little flat-footed there. Aiden likes to get a little elevation. He's little flat-footed.
Over to Frederick. Frederick swings it. Stolen by Gare. Gare strong to the hole, up and in.
Very well done by Aiden. Got the steal.
He's got 27 on the night. King swings the ball. Back over to Nelson. Nelson back to King. King went for a spinning move. No good. Over to Burley. Burley kicks it back out. 3-ball, Seth Nelson.
Good kick out by Burley. Nelson lined it up. Well done.
Nelson has 5 in the first minute of the quarter, providing a little bit of spark off the bench for the Tigers.
Double dribble. They didn't call it.
Jensen, no one picks him up, and he is fouled. Going to the basket. Jensen will shoot 2.
Pretty good crowd here when the game started, Paul.
Yeah, some people have filtered out, but a nice crowd on hand for a Friday night. Tomorrow night, championship game, 7:30. It'll be Whitehall and Loyalsock, and the consolation game will be North Penn Mansfield taking on Wellsboro. That game will start at 6. We'll have the 7:30 game, Loyalsock and Whitehall, here on WebWeeklyLive.com.
Young Mr. Jensen looked pretty good there at the line, stroke both.
Yep, King with the ball.
You saw Whitehall. What did they look like?
Whitehall looked pretty good. They have 3 bigger kids on the team. A lot of ball movement, tenacious defense. They got out to a big lead. They were up 43, I believe, to 15 at half.
Oh, wow.
And they held on. They won by about 14. Wellsboro did not shoot the ball well the first half at all, but they came back in the second half and made a game of it. But Whitehall just had too big of a lead.
Aiden Gare's taking candy out there right now. Just a nice, easy step-in 15-footer for the young man.
Yeah, he has 29 here.
We got a line change coming for the Lancers.
Yep, Jennings coming back into the game. Singh coming back into the game, getting a little more PT before the SATs tomorrow. Chase Kavanaugh, Eli Gare. And I think we've seen the last of this crew coming off the court right now.
Hey, I just noticed Aiden got a little ink on his left forearm there.
Yeah, we got timeout on the floor here. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back from Blaze Alexander.
Lyle's no driver, that's for sure. But he will tell you that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed. Blaze Alexander here, and I'm getting ready for hunting season with my dog Lyle. Lyle and I don't want you getting stuck in the woods with your old truck, so why not come into one of our dealerships and check out all these different brands of trucks that we have for you. The all-new Ford Ranger, Ram, Nissan Titan, Gladiator, F-150, Chevy Heavy Duty.
All right, we are back. 6:12 to go, Jim. 86-55. Very impressed with the Lancers tonight.
You know, the only question here is whether they hit the century mark, which CI doesn't probably want to do.
Oh,
but
I remember last year they did hit
nice
100.
Drive to the basket. Well done there.
Eli Gare. Last year when they scored 101 points against this same team, last year in the championship, we remember CI on the bench. He didn't want them to lay it in, and they did.
Yeah.
And it was 101-63.
That's another one of those things from from being the broadcaster here up in the top the bleachers, we want to see a Hyundai, don't we?
Absolutely.
I know Rizzo's watching somewhere. He wants to see a Hyundai.
Rizzo and his Hyundai, yeah. And it is good. That's 89 on the board. 6 minutes ago, I think we're going to see a Hyundai. Tom King with the ball. Right-handed dribble across the timeline, being guarded by Singh. Pulls up, passes it over to Burley. Burley, good-looking, 6'3" freshman, getting some playing time. King drives, one-hander, no good. Missed everything. And down with it comes Eli Gare. Gare, 3-ball on the way, pops, no good. Ball kicking back out. Jennings hustling.
Nice hustle by
Tipped
Dom.
around, hot potato behind his back. Who came up with that? That's number 1. That's Nolan Frederick. Frederick down the court. Swings it down low to Burley. Burley under the basket. That's a walk. And they're going to call a foul on Julian there. I think he took a couple steps, Jim.
And I think he took River Valley Transit there tonight, but the Holiday Express. That's okay. Let him play.
Over to King. King swings it back to Nelson. Nelson down to Frederick. Frederick at the foul line. Lost it. Good poke steal away. And here comes Singh. Singh over to Gare. Gare down to Wilson.
That's a nice spin move.
Hard off the glass. No good.
Good hustle, big fella.
Got his own rebound. King comes down with it. 5 minutes to go. 89-55 all Lancers. Burley with the ball.
What do you think CI's thinking down there? He's seen 1,500 basketball games from the bench, or what? Well, probably not that many, but close. Nice job.
They're going to call a foul right there.
You think CI's thinking about the game, or are you thinking, boy, where am I going to eat afterwards here tonight? I probably shouldn't have wings before bedtime.
Oh, amen to that. 1-1.
Back when Hunter was playing hoops back here a couple years ago before he graduated, we would always go to Buffalo Wild Wings, it seemed. And we enjoyed that. The kids would go, a lot of the parents would go, but boy, that made for a late night because I could never go right to sleep after
eating.
Yeah.
Oh. Tommy King at the line, 5'7" junior guard. He's on my all-hair team, Jim, for the year.
There you go.
I can tell you that.
He's the first player on it, right?
Well, we got him. We got Perlantes on my all-hair team.
From football season, Malachi Parlani.
He plays basketball for Newman. Yeah, he's playing basketball. Who else do we got in it? The kid from Montoursville. Dylan Young. He's on my all-hair. Jersey Shore, we got Brett Guthrie. He's on my all-hair team.
Boy, he had a fantastic game against Pottsville, did he not?
Yeah, 2 interceptions, the game winner, and what a humble kid.
Great kid.
Rich and I talked to him after the game, and first thing he did was give credit to his teammates. Amazing at that age. And we have a turnover down there.
What would you rather do, Paul, football or basketball?
I can't even pick one. I love football. Football is my favorite sport, but I'll tell you what, it's warm in here for basketball. I'll take as many games as anybody wants to listen to me. I love football, but it's only once a week because there's only 10, 12 games in a season. But basketball, once the season gets going and you get into that flow, it's
nice
great.
Pass. Good job by Kavanaugh up ahead.
And, hey, I got the 2 best partners anyone could want.
Gare.
Jim, I got the 2 best partners, you and Coach Salonis. It doesn't get any better than that. We got a great cam here on our thing. We got a camera crew. We got a great crew
Another
here.
Steal. Dominic back. There's a travel, no call.
Batted around.
Kavanaugh keeps it alive.
Glunk tapping it down there over to King. 3:55 to go. CI yelling at Dominic to get back. Nelson with the ball over to Frederick. Nelson's had played well this 4th quarter since he's been in the game. He has 5 points. Pass down low, fadeaway jumper, no good by Eli Shaw. Stolen by Nelson. Burley on the block, uses his body, all 6'3", and the foul's going to be on Eli Gare. 91-57 with 3:29 to go. We could call him Eli, Jim, right?
Absolutely.
We don't go with the Elijah. Another kid, you talk about another kid who had a good, fantastic football season there, playing defensive back, little wide receiver. Made some big plays.
Yes, he did. He got better as the year went on.
Yeah.
Excuse me there, getting a little drink of water, getting a little dry.
Rebounded by, that is Glunk into the game. Excuse me, Kavanaugh now. Kavanaugh and Glunk, the blonde hair throws you off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice move by Glunk, down in the paint.
Well done.
Up and in. That's 5 for him.
He's going to be a good ball player.
Yep, only a freshman. Ryan Glunk, 6'1", definitely not done growing. Shaw tips it around. Back to Shaw again, over to Tommy King. Being guarded closely by Jennings. Glunk out to guard Frederick. Back to Burley. Shaw lets it go in the lane and it goes in. 93-60. We might be close to the same score as last year, Jim. We're getting close to that territory. Glunk between his legs, pulls back. Over to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh puts his head down. Nice poke steal by Andrew Green. Just checked into the ball game. 5'7", another freshman into the game. He wants to rock, Jim. He let it fly. King, three-pointer on the way. No good off the back iron. Rebounded by Shaw. Struggle for it and a jump ball. And it looks like possession is going to go to the Lancers with 2:15 to go.
Stat sheet time now, Paul. Everybody looking to fill it up here and get some points into their name.
The Hyundai looked good, but I don't think it's going to happen now.
Yeah, I agree with you, which won't make CI upset.
No.
Nice crossover there. Going to go strong. Ryan Glunk.
Hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded once again by Shaw. Up to Nelson. Nelson being double-teamed. And that Lancer defense, they don't stop. 33-point lead, and they're still out there swarming defense.
Now, and that's what you want from if you're CI. You want the kids to continue to play hard.
And another turnover.
Good job by Dom finding Eli. Oh.
Underneath, and he will shoot two with 1:42 to go in this one here. Well, Jim, watching Whitehall in the game, too, I think Loyalsock could run against them tomorrow night. They're a bigger team. I think if they keep running the ball, it's going to be tough for Whitehall to stay with them. They don't seem to have the scorers that Loyalsock has. Like I said, they put up 50-some points in the game against Wellsboro the first game, and they didn't have a great second half. Second one up and good, 94-60.
1 out of 2 for Eli. First one went 14 feet.
Burley dribbling the ball in traffic, kicks it back to Frederick. Frederick kicks it back to Nelson. Nelson thought about it. Burley flashes high in the high post.
Good
there
defense.
It is. Defense by Chase Kavanaugh. Here come the Lancers. Oh, good hands by Shaw. Shaw playing a good fourth quarter. And over to Andrew Green. 1:17 to go in this one. Shaw back to Nelson.
The Lancers probably...
There's a steal.
Nice steal by Dominic. All the way in for a deuce.
96-60. They're raising the roof on the Lancers bench. And there's a foul. We got a push by Mr. Singh.
What was the spread on tonight's game, Paul?
I think they covered that.
Okay.
See, I might run out and tackle them if they go to score 100.
CI has a nice pink tie on tonight.
He does. I actually have that same tie.
Is that right?
I'm not going to wear it, but I have it.
Always dresses well. Well dressed.
Yes.
Even back, all the way back. Always stylish. Now, I will say this. Alan Taylor's got a good game, too, when it comes to looking good on the sideline.
Sharp-dressed man.
Yes.
That is called the all-airport team, Jim.
Okay.
They look good at the airport.
There you go.
We have all kind of teams here we've come up with. Rich just shakes his head. He got nothing, he says. I got nothing to say to you.
Nice baseline move
nice
there,
move. Dominic Jennings. We're at 98. And the only thing left is going to be is Loyalsock going to score 100. Green over to Shaw. 38 seconds to go. And Kavanaugh, tenacious defense again by Chase Kavanaugh. Frederick with the ball. Swings it back to Burley. And the ball, he's going to stay here with 24 seconds to go.
That's a keep it under Hundy call.
Well, these 5 on the court for Loyalsock want that 100 point.
I don't think they're going to get it. I think they're going to run the clock out here, and that's the right thing to do. Just let the game go.
13 seconds. Student section yelling down here, but it's the right thing to do. They're yelling, come on. That's
And that'll run out the clock, Paul Bowe.
Well, it's a final score here from Loyalsock, 98-62. Lancers win. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back to wrap it up.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
All right, Jim, we're back here at CI's gym. 98-62. It's all over but the shouting. They did not get 100.
Good opening night for the Lancers. Got to play everybody on the roster. I think Petey even got in for his birthday and got a bucket, didn't
he? He shot a trifecta down there.
But you know, both teams lost a lot of guys. A good opening night for the Lancers. North Penn Mansfield will be just fine in the Northern Tier.
Yeah, like I said, the longer the season goes, look what happened last year with Wellsboro. They got blown out the first night by this Loyalsock team. We came back for the league district championship or the league championship, one of the 2 games it was, and I said, is this the same Wellsboro team? They only have 2 losses on the year. They lost 1 more game, I believe, the whole year.
Yep.
Like I said, it's a long season. Anytime you're replacing kids, it's a learning process. But Loyalsock took a lot of steps in the right direction tonight. Everybody, all 13 kids that were on the bench played.
Big thing is to break the seal on the season, get everybody comfortable. You know, you try to start getting into that routine and that role that you want to get into where everybody understands their job.
Yeah, like I said, it's a final score here from Ron Insinger Gymnasium, 98-62 tomorrow night. The consolation game will be Wellsboro taking on North Penn Mansfield. That starts at 6 o'clock. Come on out, support local basketball. And the championship game will be Loyalsock against Whitehall. We'll have that game here, 7:15 pregame, 7:30 tip-off. What a better way to spend your Saturday night on WebWeeklyLive.com. It's a final score once again for Jim Webb. I'm Paul Bowe, 98-62. We'll see you tomorrow night on WebWeeklyLive.com.